Whoo! Good morning, good morning, good morning to ya. Happy Thursday, baby. Yes, oh my God, I'm so glad tomorrow is Friday. Hi, y'all. Good morning. It's Tracy coming back to you with another video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I just want to remind you to hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell to be notified and reminded when your girl upload another video, and leave me a comment. Woo, oh my God, you guys. It's been a rough one, okay? Drinking me a Starbucks coffee with an extra shot. Y'all. Whoo, me and that, we've been going, I had to, look, I can't even get it out. Whoo, do you know it's a job being in a relationship? When you're in a relationship, it's a job. It's a job. You have duties. You know what I'm saying? It's like at your job, you got duties. You got responsibilities. You got to check in. You got to clock in. Do what you're told to do and what's expected of you to do. And then you clock out at the end of the day. And then you go home at night and clock back in. And then you got some more duties you got to do. I'm tired. Look, I'm tired. Okay, so this morning, let me tell you, child. Look, so this morning, I was showing him my nails. Well, actually, he noticed my nails. And I'm trying to get that room together, you know, because now I'm just down to, anyway. He was like, well, what's up with your hair? What? I said, I need the money to get my hair done. Look, he was like, okay, how much you need? Look, now he'll never offer up money for my hair like that. He was like, how much you need? Look, oh, so what you trying to say? I need it done? So he's like, how much is it? I said, well, first I got to buy the hair. Look, he was like, oh, man, I ain't got time for this bullshit. I said, what? I got to buy the hair. Okay. And then I need the money to get it sold in. Okay. It's a process. I got to go get the hair. I got to wash and condition my hair real good. Then I got to get about at least 5 packs of hair. Look. He was like, well, how much that gonna cost? Then you shouldn't have offered it. God, these men. So, I got the money, look. So he said, then he gonna try to say, you need to start wearing your own hair. Why don't you just... So you want me to wear... You just telling me that now because you got to give me the money to get it done. I can wear my own hair, but it's too much in the morning. And I like wearing my weaves because I keep it 100. It's a weave. But you can be versatile. I can be curly, and I love curly. I'm going to get it curly, but this time it's going to be a different kind of curl. But straight, curly, I mean... You can do whatever. You can be versatile. And it's easy. You just get up, take your shower, wash your face, brush your teeth, and go. Okay? So, child. So then, but last night is when it really all started. So I got off work last night. I say last night. I don't know why I always say last night. 4:30. I got home by 5. So anyway, I got off work. And we sitting in the garage. We got a little spot in the garage. That's where we smoke at. When it's raining and cold, we don't go in the patio. We smoke in the garage. And we got a little setup out there. So we were sitting outside. And I was quiet. See, when you're quiet, that's why I tell you guys. When things be going on sometimes with you and people be arguing with you and saying stuff, sometimes you ain't always got to have no comeback. Sometimes just be silent. Sometimes you be tired of talking. And sometimes you ain't got to always have nothing to say. Because when you silent, they going to get to thinking. Now I was silent. Because I'm tired. So I was silent. And he was like, well, what's wrong? I said, I just don't want to talk about it right now. He's like, baby, you could talk about it. What's wrong? I said, I don't want to talk about it. You know you can talk to me about anything. And I said, okay. So I start telling him what's wrong. And here go his response. I'm so sick and tired of you always complaining. You just asked me what the fuck was wrong. Now I'm telling you what's wrong, and because you find out that you're the problem, that I'm upset for things that you do and how you do things, now that you see that you're the problem, I'm complaining. I didn't come to you and tell you I wanted to talk to you about anything. See, let me tell you about some people, and about a lot of people. People sometimes, they don't be liking to take responsibilities for their action, their role in the whole situation. Okay? Because there's two sides to every story. I told you that before. And there's somewhere in the middle, there's the truth. Okay? But for me, when I do something, it took me a long time to do this, but I learned to own my stuff and take responsibilities for the part that I played in it. Because everything don't just happen by itself. It takes two to tangle. You can't tangle by yourself. Okay? Take responsibility. That shows maturity. That shows growth. Take responsibility for what your actions, for what your part is in it. Okay? And when somebody tells you, hey, I don't like when you do this, I don't like when you do that, I don't like when you say this, it makes me feel like this, it makes me feel like that. At least I'm coming to you, I'm telling you. You know? So he's the type of man that he don't like to take responsibilities for his action. He's the type of person that will shift the blame. Well, the reason why I do these things is because of your mouth. It's because of what you do. But I'm bouncing off of you. See, that's how a lot of people do when they don't want to take responsibilities for their actions. And that's not just in a relationship. It's at work. It's people you see through the day. You know, people, family members, whatever. Sometimes, how are you going to get mad at me because you hurt my feelings? And because my feelings is hurt and I don't like the way you did me, so you mad at me? How are you going to be? Let me tell you something. That's the one thing can't nobody take from you. Okay? When you die, you're taking your feelings with you. Okay? Can't nobody take that from you. You have the right. Everybody does. We have the right to our feelings. We own our feelings. We have the right to feel the way we feel. If somebody hurts your feelings and they make you feel a certain type of way, and then they get mad at you because your feelings is hurt, because you upset, instead of taking responsibility and owning it for what they did. That's just like you borrowing money, somebody borrowing money from you. And you tell them, look, I really need this money back. This is part of my rent money. But because, I care about you and I don't want to see this and that and the other, I need you to have this money back to me by Friday. And they promise you and they swear on there with a stack of Bibles, I promise, I just needed this. I'm going to pay you back, I promise. And then they don't pay you back. And then you call them, they don't answer. Or you call them, they send you straight to voicemail. So then you get upset. And then when you do talk to them, when you do finally get a hold of them and talk to them, and you say, and you tell them how you feel, I felt that was wrong, this and that and the other, and then they're going to get mad at you. Now, how you going to get mad at me when I helped you? You are the ones who did this to me. See, when people get mad at you behind something they did, and they don't want to take ownership of what they did, that's some cognitive behavior. Look, as my therapist be saying, that's some cognitive thinking. Look, cognitive. But it is. That's cognitive. Okay, what? That's some twisted. That's twisted. That's twisted. I'm like, so I don't have the right to be upset. So what I was upset about is, his daughter doesn't like me. Okay. And she makes it obvious because she can't run over me. Okay. My daughter don't even live. This is like maybe 5 years ago. Was it? It's been a while. Okay. At least 5 or 6 years. Less than 10. His daughter was in a little jam and she wanted to live with us. And I was like, okay, that's fine. You can live here. But you either going to go to school or you're going to get a job. You can live here all you want. But you're going to go to school or you're going to get a job. And I told her that. She hurried up and found her another place to go. She hurried up. All of a sudden, all these different family members. She didn't go. She found her another family member to go to. Oh yeah, that just goes to show me you wanted to lay up on me. And my own daughter don't even live here. Anyway, she was here. She would be in school or working. I didn't raise her to. No, you're gonna get a job or you're gonna go to school. One or the other. I'm not fit to take care of no grown-ass woman, no grown-ass man, no grown nobody. Excuse my language, but we grown up in here. No. But I'm opening up my door to you. I'm letting you stay here, but you're going to go to school or you're going to get a job. Period. See, there's this thing, she didn't like me. I'm like, oh, okay. And so the other night, she called and she was talking to him and everything. And I said, oh, tell her I said hi. She don't be wanting to speak to me. This has been going on for a few years now. The only time she speaks to me and be kind of when she wants something. And I've been noticing that. Oh, hi, Tracy. How you doing? Do you have $20? Now, that hasn't happened in a while, but what I'm saying is, back then, that's what she was doing. So now she got a little stuff together. She's been working and she finished school. She did go to a little trade school and she's doing real good and got a little self together. And my daughter's 31. She's 33. She's like 2 years older than my daughter. She got a little self together and she's doing her thing. So now she feel like, oh, she can just keep it real. Her true feelings. She ain't got to respect me. She ain't got to speak to me. Oh, really? When I told you that you needed work to go to school, I didn't do. Why? Because I wouldn't let you lay up on me. I wouldn't let you use me. So you upset 'cause I won't let you use me? I ain't did nothing to you. I ain't never did nothing to you. For anything, I've been telling you the right things. So I told him to tell her she didn't even want to speak to me. Disrespectful. So I've been upset about that. Because every time I try to say hi to her, every time I try to, extend my olive branch, I pull back a nub. Every time I extend my hand out, I pull back a nub. So I finally told him how I felt about that. And then he gonna switch it on me. Well, you know how women are. It ain't no you know how women are. So now, all of a sudden, because it's your daughter being rude, I should know how women are. And sometimes you don't even make her feel like you like her. So you're justifying the fact that she's rude to me. It was disrespectful and it hurt my feelings, but you found some kind of way to justify her actions and throw it off on me. Instead of looking at the fact that what she did was wrong. It was disrespectful. Let my daughter do that. Oh, World War III will break. See, this is what I'm telling you about people. And I'm going on and on about him because men in relationships, not just men, I don't mean to say that. Maybe I'm saying that because I'm rambling about my man. But people in general will do stuff like that. It's like they don't want to take ownership for the things that they do. And they push it off on the other person to make justification so they won't have to answer to what they did. People do that. And then you take it in as if it was you. Because it started making me think, well, is something wrong with me? You know, something, or like, let's say you caught your man cheating. Caught him red-handed. And then he switch it up and make you think you didn't see what you saw. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to stop this real quick because people was all of a sudden now, you know, taking their time getting out their car and everything and trying to see. But I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, people. So then they try to make you think that you didn't see what you saw. Or if you heard him do something or say something, and then they try to make you think that you didn't hear what you heard or you didn't see what you seen. They try to manipulate your mind and manipulate that, and then they be so good at it. I remember before I got with my man that I'm with now, I've been with him for almost 20 years, but back when I was younger, really, you know, and after I divorced my husband, my daughter's father, after him, it was, you know, I had me a little friend, you know. My boyfriend that I had after, it took me a few years to get over my husband. Then after I got over him, I met somebody else. So anyway, and I was only like 27, 28, you know, I was still young. And, him, I loved, you know, him. I don't know what it was with him. But anyway, I had a flashback real quick. Whoo, child. Yes, I had a flashback. Anyway, let me get back what I was saying. Oh, anyway. He was a cheater. He was young, you know, young. And he had cheater blood. I say cheater blood. That means they just can't stop cheating. It's just all in the blood. Okay, they just can't stop cheating. It's a cheater. So one day, he said, baby, I'll be back. I'm going to go over here to see. I don't know what the guy's name was. It's one of his homeboys that he had, and I can't remember. But I knew the homeboy. I just can't remember because so many years ago. So he was like, yeah, I'm getting ready to go over here for a minute. And because he was a shade tree mechanic. He didn't have no credentials, but he was one of them shade tree. You know how you have somebody that work on cars real good? That was him. So he was like, I'm going to go over here and work on da-da-da, make this little change or whatever. I was like, okay, cool. So I stayed at the house. My daughter's 9, 10, I don't know. I'm at the house, doing whatever I do all day, cook, clean, get the house all together and, whatever. I was at home. So then he left about 11 that morning. I would never forget this day. He left about 11. So time was going on. So then it hit 6 o'clock p.m. I'm like, and see, this is before cell phones was really popping. They had cell phones, but the cell phones had plans. It wasn't the way it is now. Metro wasn't really out like that yet. We would still have beepers and stuff still. And then if you did have a cell phone, it was really, really expensive. You had to have money to have a cell phone. That's before they had it like this. So I didn't have a way to call him. I called him over his friend's house. They still had a house phone. They was like, oh no, he been left. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, he fixed my brakes and did all this, and he been gone a few hours. And I'm thinking to myself, you ain't even his homeboy. You ain't even covering for him. You just spilling the beans. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. So it was 6 o'clock. Then it turned to 7 o'clock, then 8 o'clock, then 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I mean, he didn't come home. So when he finally came home, I was up all night. So when he finally did come in the house, it was about 10 o'clock that morning. So when he came in, though, I was arguing with him. We was arguing. And, he gave me this lie about, the car broke down. And just, I can't remember so long ago, but it was like a stupid lie. And then I was sitting on the edge of the bed, and I watched him walk out of the room to go in the kitchen. I looked. This nigga pants was on backwards. The zipper part was in the back. I said, what? I said, so when you left yesterday, your zipper and your button and everything was on correctly. It was in the front. But you come home and your button and your zipper is in the back? So you done took off all your clothes and then you hurried up and slipped them back on real quick. Well, why? How in the world is your pants on backwards? How is that? How do that work? How are your pants on backwards? I went the fuck off. So here's my point. But I seen that his pants was on backwards, but then he tried to manipulate me to make me think that I didn't see that his pants was on backwards. And then he gave me this story about why they was on backwards. Do you know I went for the story? He was so good that if the sky was really blue, he would make you think that it was green and you would believe it. He could really make you think the way what he's saying, even though it doesn't make any sense at all. It makes no sense. It'll start making sense to you. You start putting it together in your mind like, maybe that could have happened. You'd be like, this thing. Okay. That's how people do. They start making you think. They start switching what they do on you. Instead of taking responsibility for what they do. For their actions and what they do. We have to know our worth, you guys. If you believe something in your heart is what it is, or somebody treats you a certain type of way, or they say something to you to make you feel a certain type of way, you have the right for your feelings. You have the right for somebody to treat you with courtesy and respect. You have that right. Nobody has the right to make you feel bad and make you feel inadequate. Nobody has that right. Okay? You have the right to be treated accordingly to the way you need to be treated. That's the moral of this story. Don't let nobody steal your joy and make you feel unworthy of anything. You have the right to feel the way you need to feel and be treated the way you need to be treated. Don't let nobody make you feel less than. You have that right. Okay? So I'm going to end this video right now by saying that. Okay? I got to get ready for work and people getting out their car and now they're walking by my car slow when they usually be walking by doing 50 miles an hour, walking by, but now they're walking by slow, So anyway, I hope you did understand this message today. It was a little bit of rambling in there. I was been arguing, fussing about my man, so today was that day for me to talk about him. But what he's doing, it makes sense. People go through that all the time. So I just wanted to bring that message to you guys today. Tell you I love you. Say good morning. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. Share my videos. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Leave me a comment. And hit that bell to be notified when you get upload another video. And I'm going to go ahead and get ready to walk over here to work. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.